Welcome back to the National Underwater Robotics Challenge. Joining us in the pool is the Electric Eels. They're completing their setup period. They have 5 minutes dedicated towards setup. Their ROV has been connected to our video feed so we can see all of the action from under the pool. Of course, they're still staging for the mission. At the bottom of the screen, you may not see the final scores, you may see them. You'll notice that the Funky Sea Monkeys score has changed slightly since the last time we reported it. It is now at 191 points. That is due to their time bonus that they achieved during the match. That is why there may be a discrepancy for those of you in the audience between what you see on one screen and another screen. Rest assured, though, we will make sure that all scores are consistent by the end of the night. It just may take some time to make sure everything has been correctly scored. Mission timer starting now. Electric Eels entering the water, making their way downtown, down the pool, towards the deep end, looking for their first mission in the Cavern Chaos. Making their way towards the tunnel. It can be difficult for the ROVs to see where they need to enter the tunnel from with a relatively narrow opening, and the camera doesn't necessarily represent the entire footprint of the ROV. It can be a challenge for the drivers to not get caught up on the edge of the tunnel. It looks like they're trying to either measure the temperature here or get lined up on the tunnel entrance, rather. Appears they're over the volcanic vent now. Not sure necessarily if that's what they're going for, or if they're going to attempt a different task here. Waving hello to the divers and then going into the tunnel, trying to either push on the emergency lights or enter the reactor room combination. It's carefully eyeing those buttons that are available on the wall of the cavern. We have a high security cavern here. Not only do they have to navigate the mysterious tunnels, but they also have to enter the very secure 4-button combination. There are 24 possible combinations that the robot could enter. They're trying a different strategy, maybe not using the end effector on their robot. We see one of the lights light up there. It will be a different combination for each team competing today in the National Underwater Robotics Challenge. The Electric Eels are a middle school team from the Si Se Puede Foundation in Chandler, Arizona. They also compete as 2 different First Tech Challenge teams, the Geese of Freedom and the Binary Bots. With the switch flipped, it looks like the reactor door can now open. As we prepare to enter the reactor vessel and pull the fuel rods out. Now, in many fuel rods in commercial or industrial reactors are removed from service, they are placed into cooling ponds because water works as a great shield when blocking radioactivity. Now, of course, these fuel rods in the pool today are not actually radioactive in practice. We want to simulate that experience, as in the real world, many use robotic arms to process those nuclear fuel rods. Controlling those can be very similar to controlling the ROV, where the only point of view that the operator has is the camera on the end of the device, especially when it comes to analyzing nuclear fuel or irradiated materials. The Electric Eels have a score of 55 points so far, with 16 minutes remaining in their mission. They may be running into a similar problem that we saw the ASU team have as well, where the geometry of the end effector may not quite be long enough to reach into those control rods unless the ROV is at the correct angle. Once again, the driver may not be able to see it. We may be able to from the point of view of the live stream. You'll notice the ROV trying to assess the situation, get a grasp for the depth of those control rods with respect to the overall frame of the ROV. Still 15 minutes remaining in the mission. They're trying a different strategy when it comes to aligning with those fuel rods as well. Seeing if different angles or approaches will work to get hooked onto that loop at the top. They have opted to navigate their way out of that nuclear room, going for another mission as well. Looking like they're going to turn on the emergency lights, the backup generator, if you will. Lowering that lever. And keeping it in place so the emergency floodlights come on in the chamber when that lever is correctly pressed. Looks like the ROV is returning towards their human who's going to retrieve the ROV as well, trying to dodge where those schools of fish are swimming around. Being rescued out of the water, getting ready to attach a different end effector onto the robot. Teams are able to swap out the mechanisms that are on their ROV throughout the course of the competition. All of these robots have been inspected for safety purposes, want to make sure they don't injure the divers we have within the water, and to ensure that they are compliant with all of our different electrical and mechanical parameters that they're required to have. All of these ROVs have also completed successfully qualification this morning. The qualification course consisted of a dive down to pick up a ring at the bottom of the pool and return it safely to their human at the top of the pool. This ensures that the ROV can navigate in a controlled manner through the water and can pick up objects. Without those two abilities, effectively no challenge within this competition can be solved. And it looks like the Electric Eels have opted to go with that score, a score of 104. As we see, the timer has been removed from the screen. We're going to let them get cleaned up here, and then we'll kick it over to an interview after this content.
Hi, my name is James, and I'm a programmer for the team.
Hello, my name is Angel, and I work under Aaron as mechanical.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm the mechanical lead.
Hey, my name's Emmanuel, and I'm mechanical.
Yeah, I'm Stefan, and I do electrical stuff and website stuff.
Hello, I'm Evan, and I help out with software.
Hi, my name's Eli. I'm on Outreach, and I'm pretty awesome.
My name is Roberta, and I'm outreach lead.
Cool.
Hi, my name is Pranav and I'm the electrical lead.
Hi, I'm Nevada, and on this team I've worked on mechanical and the website and the poster.
Hi, I'm Matthias. I work on website.
There you go.
Hi, my name is Yalini, and I'm working on mechanical, the presentation and testing of the robot.
And go.
Hi, I'm Aaliyah, and I worked on the website, mechanical, and the poster.
Hi, I'm Shardula, and I'm part of website.
I'm Ishan, and I worked on the bot. I was part of the mechanical team.
Oh, game, bro. Yes, it is. It's literally. Wait, what?
Your baseball cap. Cachuca. Cachuca. Now you trip me up.
All right now.
Oh, no.
I guess you have to spin it. I don't know why we have to spin it.
So we will throw it down to Arnell in the pits.
Thank you very much. We're now here with Aaron from Electric Eels. Aaron, good job on the run. First question for you. What was your team strategy going into this run?
So for our first team strategy, we decided on the temperature sensor because it ended up being like the simplest yet most efficient mission that we could do with our robot.
All right, nice. Thanks. Second question is, it seemed like after you attempted to retrieve the fuel rods and then you resurfaced back to the surface with a lot of time left on the clock. What went into that decision to resurface?
Well, in my mind, that we understood that the fuel rods were a harder mission to do because our hand or claw was too big for it to grab onto the fuel rods and put it back into the casing. So after we did the code and we realized that fact, I took the time to check how much points we would get after resurfacing from the bonus points that we get for each minute, and we just came to the conclusion that it was a better idea.
Indeed, and by resurfacing early, you indeed got a little bit of extra points as well. And then final question for you, Aaron. I know your team went through a little bit of practice runs this morning. How did your team end up settling on the crew that ended up running this evening?
Yeah, so me and my team took the time to use extra time that we had from building the robot and programming it to test it in the water, see if it had any issues or leaks. And after we decided all those problems were fixed, we went and checked who would be able to do the missions that we wanted to do and the trial runs and stuff like that, the fastest and the most accurate, and we just basically went off of that.
Got it. Well, thanks, Aaron. Congratulations on the run. Appreciate your time, and we'll send it back to the pool deck to prepare for the next run. Thank you.